Hey everybody, it's Jack and Dan.
Hey, today we're talking a little bit about Stygia here. This is one of the things people have asked us about. If you've seen her little bone in there, well, you can see a little fragment down in there. In the back, it's kind of white. A lot of people saw that in some of the videos, said, hey, what is that big white thing in there? What that is one of these sepia bones. And this basically comes from a cuttlefish. It's a big, huge floating bone thing there. People get them, they use different kind of bones like this for birds and for tortoises and turtles. And it's for their beaks, right, kiddo?
Yeah, their beaks.
So hard-shelled turtles, unlike Jack's soft-shelled turtles that don't really have a beak, they have more of an amphibious type of mouth. Hard-shelled turtles have kind of a hard beak. And if you don't give them something like this to eat or chew on, their beak can overgrow. These are really cool. I mean, this is only like $2 or $3 for a box, and there's 2 of them in a box, as you can see there. Super cheap. You can get them pretty much anywhere, any kind of pet store or anything like that. The thing is their beak will overgrow and they'll have problems. Like in nature, this wouldn't really happen because they would be eating fish. And if they eat fish, they're going to be eating through those bones and things like that. But most people's pet turtles eat turtle food. And turtle food doesn't really have any bones in it or anything like that. Some people still feed their fish. The thing about Stygia, though, is she grew up with these other fish as a baby. She's very used to them. She doesn't see them as food because she's always had food given to her. She has no interest whatsoever in eating.
She doesn't even have any interest in crayfish.
No. We've tried to give her crayfish, worms, whatever. If we give her frozen worms, she'll eat them. But if we put night crawlers in there, she ain't even interested in that, which is very unusual for a turtle. Again, she's just used to having these fish friends and things. She's used to her food. And she is a domesticated turtle. So if you have a turtle like we do, that's like Stygia, toss one of these in. We're going to show you some footage of her working on one. Again, they do float for a while. Usually what she does is she puts it up here in her cave, and it stays right here in front of her little ramp here, all for her. Some of the other fish and plecos will mess around with it. As it gets a little more saturated after a couple weeks, it'll drop down into the lava rock substrate here. The clown loaches usually eat it and the other fish, and it'll kind of break down. But she will go down there and eat it as well and kind of push them away if they're in his way. You'll see in the video there. But it'll stay in this tank, for about a good month or so. Maybe longer sometimes. They do last a very long time. Again, they only cost like $1. You get a box of 2 for like $2 or $3 in most pet stores. So, toss it in, and maybe a week or so after it's gone, we'll toss another one in, Yeah. So check this out. We'll show you a little video of her eating it and working on it. And we'll see you next time.